Before the fancy titles, before the need for an elevator pitch, before the definitions of who you are and what you do, before the type of work that you perform, before the hourly rate and the negotiations, before the need to propagate an image, before all of those things, there was the human. There was a human being. Before the name, before the birth date, before the gender, before any of those things was the human, was the human being. And that human being was pure. There was no need for a definition. There was no need to be seen as something. There was no need for the world to understand them. They were simply the human. Before the need to communicate through specific words, signals, definitions, and phrases in order to classify themselves. Before the need for all of that, they were just a human being. And in a human being, it was pure. And the things that came through them were pure. And the ideas that flowed through them were pure. And the expression of creativity and art was pure. It is no longer pure. It is bastardized. It is tainted. It is marked. And it is marked because there is a need for others to understand it. There's a need to define it and assign it and categorize it. And all of those things, whether they are used in the world, whether they have relevance to a certain market, have no place in terms of reality, because nature doesn't care about any of that. A lion does not know it is a lion. A bird does not know it is called a bird. They are free. It is we as human beings who are poisoned. It is we who are obsessed with definitions and categorizations and the need to categorize and phrase and label and mark. That is not the way of nature. And though it may have relevance in schools and groups and on a didactic level to relay and communicate information, it still has no relevance in reality. It still is untrue at its core. Though we use it, though we communicate with others through it, it holds no place in reality, because reality doesn't give a damn about you. Reality is reality. If you jump into the Atlantic Ocean today without any proper understanding of that ocean, you will drown, or you will freeze, or you will become prey to the wildlife that exists in the ocean. That isn't a good or a bad thing. That's just the ocean. That's just nature. Nature requires you to understand it. It isn't the other way around. And human beings have built scaffoldings of information and categories and phrases and ways to understand and proper techniques and ways of seeing things and top 10 and make sure you do. And all of that is untrue. And it's untrue because it's not nature. And it is untrue because it's not reality. If anything has any relevance, it's based upon one's own experience. And one's own experience is not like everyone else's. It's one's own experience. If I say card to you, the image that shows up in your mind is different from the image that shows up in my mind. There's no right, there's no wrong there. But the need to classify it and ensure that you understand the things that I'm saying the way you need to, all of that is nonsense. And human beings, we relish in it. Like a pig in mud, we relish in it because it's just an opportunity for us to classify and place someone here and place ourselves there. It's just an opportunity to play a little social game. It goes nowhere. Before the classifications, before any of those things, before the need to be seen as something by the world, before the elevator pitch, before the job title, before the like and subscribe, before all of that, there was a human.